Okay, hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are going to resume a saved game, KerbNet. And we are on Laythe with a lander. Rover, with a rover. And we need to get to the North Pole. We need to get to the ice caps. The poles. Flight engineer, yada yada yada. Can we close this? Oh, yeah, I just installed Sagean and started put that down here. Laythe Rover. And we need to get, I changed the names. I deleted some of the debris. We're going to go to the rover real quick. Now, a couple episodes ago, we marked a location, a waypoint. And I have turned the rover so that it is facing that waypoint. You can barely see the waypoint here. They did kind of fix this a little bit to where I can leave that there, I guess, to where you could actually see it now, even though the command pod here is turned. Essentially, you want it facing the way you're going, but it's facing up. Well, actually, it's facing down, isn't it? But you can still see the indicator of the waypoint. Let me show you the waypoint here. There's the waypoint. And that's how far we have to drive to get to it. So we're essentially heading across the top. Now, we're not going that way. It's just I know that that's where we came over the poles, so I'm just heading in that direction. Essentially, heading north. I mean, we got to get to the poles sometime. We're still over the Sagean Sea, but we are on our way. Oh yeah, this is forward, I think. Yeah, this is forward. We'll get up to about 2 meters per second. Well, we are on the ice cap. Ice caps, there shouldn't be anything, so we might be able to roll a little faster. We're just driving along the ice caps here. I don't want to go too fast. Here's our electric charge. We do have radioactive thermal RTG. And we're looking for the biome to say poles. Now it could take us, I'm going to play for about 30 minutes here, and it could take us the entire 30 minutes to drive it. I'll probably stop it occasionally and save it and bounce back. We've got some experiments we have to run on the hike. Mission Control wants us to run some experiments from hike, send back data. I'm kind of looking at, things like the altitude. It's staying steady right here at 10 meters per second. Altitude. The Sagean Sea is really what I'm looking for. It looks to me like I'm heading to the ocean. Does that look like ocean to you? That looks like ocean to you, or to me. Yeah, I'm gonna turn here. 8 meters, 7 meters. Yeah, we're. Yeah. No. We don't want that. Am I doing this right? I thought I was heading for that. If I turn around, then I'm heading 180 degrees, and I'm heading south. Shouldn't I? want to go to the North Pole? Now, is it only doing this because I'm facing down and not up? Maybe it's totally reversed. Maybe I need to be heading 180 degrees because the command pod is on either upside down or, you know. Wish we could change the orientation of that, but at the moment I'm going to start driving 180 degrees, which technically should be south, but because we're on the top of the planet, we were heading for the ocean. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe that. 4 meters per second. Let's get it back up to 6. I need to try to keep the angle right, but it's wanting to turn. I think one of these motors is turned off. Steering is enabled, and I'm actually using SAS to turn me. I'm just sliding across the ice. I'm not turning the wheels. I'm sliding across the ice. Enabled, disabled. Let's disable that steering. The front tire is enabled. Unless this is opposite. Does this mean steering? It's now enabled. And then you click it to disable it. Maybe that's what that means. Let me turn these off. Steering. Now I'm going to try to turn. Ooh, no. You see, it turned those. But at least it's turning now. It wasn't a while ago. 3 meters per second. We're climbing again. Every time I give it fast forward, every time I whoa. I want you to go this way. I need to turn those around again, don't I? Steering off. Steering. Let's try all of them off. So it wants to turn every time I accelerate. We'll turn that one on. Just one wheel steering. One wheel steering. Give it some fuel and it wants to turn. Yeah, still want to turn. Always hate these wheels. You would think it was wanting to turn that direction. Now I'm sliding across the ice, turning it, which slows us down, and then when I speed up again, it wants to turn. So I'm going to slide just slightly this way and give it fuel. Not fuel, but give it power. Turn again, give it some more. Turn again, give it some more. It really hurts that we're only going 2 meters per second and have to travel across the top of the planet. Probably for kilometers and kilometers. I just can't hold it straight and also turn at the same, or go faster at the same time. Going and going, 2.3 meters per second. I wonder if that traction control matters. Not that one. Traction. Understand the motor. Wheel stress, friction control is automatic. Oh, that was even worse. I can't turn now. Okay, we'll put that back on. Oh no, it's turning. Come on, turn, turn, turn. I got one wheel trying to turn. Why won't you turn? See, he's locked. Can't turn. Why? Motor's disabled. Let's try enabling motor. Oh. Can I go backwards? Do circles and spin and I'm going wrong direction now. Okay, time to slide across the ice here. I'm using this reaction control wheel to put me in the right direction. But now if I try to go forward, it's going to want to flip me. I can do both keys at the same time. Hey, we're getting up there. I just have to think in reverse because I think we're traveling north, but we're traveling south, hopefully because this is upside down. Is this a flaw when we created the 5 meters per second? Scooting across the ice caps. Or the Sagean Sea, I guess. Getting up to 6 meters per second there. Just want to get it to say poles. Here's our battery charge. We are at 406. That was enough. Battery charge to send a gravioli. Oh, poles! We are at the poles. We are at the poles. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Without flipping and braking. Okay. We're at the poles, so that means more science. So we're going to do a pressure reading. Atmospheric pressure scan from Laythe's poles. We didn't have to drive that far at all. The pressure here seems to be a bit below that of Kerbin, but definitely at a manageable level. So we're going to send that one. See if we can send our seismic one. Vibrations under the surface indicate current geological activity. Let's send that one. Yeah, that was a big one. The seismic one is big. So we'll have to fast forward time, let our RTG charge our batteries. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Right on it. Love it. Love it. Now we will fast forward time. Take a look at that sky as it goes across. I'm actually going to look for the battery specifics on this. all that charges. What am I using? The Communitron 88? No, 16. Communitron 16. Okay, we can slow down time now. Brakes are still on. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't put any lights on. The only two lights is those batteries. And we are going to do a gravioli. Okay, it uses 360 charge. 134. The sensor scans the local gravity of Laythe, recording the influence of Joule. Oh, yes, Joule is very big. So it looked like we had 406 to begin with. We were down to 59, maybe 59. 15. We were down to 15. No, check that. 4 times. Well, no, one of them. How many batteries do we have on here? This has a battery. Here's a battery. Oh, yes. Here's the battery. So, this was our charges. The Probidobidine Octo 2 also has a little bit of charge. 5. So, here's the 2 batteries. The 100s, the small ones. Here is the bigger one, 200, and then the 5 on this one, and we don't need him. We can actually turn him off and save that little bit of charge in order to extend a solar panel. We don't have solar panels, but you know, in order to do something, you can save that battery. Oh yeah, we could go ahead and, because it only uses $48, we can go ahead and send this one. We have 120. Oh, I did not, what did that say? Collected and recorded temperature data from the environment. Yes, reset that one. Okay, technically that's all we can do from here, is the poles, unless there was something called polar ice caps. So let's go ahead and F5 and save it. And we are going to, well, we may be heading for the day-night terminator there. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Let's see where our connection is getting us. We are on the top of the planet, and it is shooting a signal from the top of the planet to Joule Satellite Network Link number 1. From there, it is bouncing it back to Kerbin. Across the system, past the sun, or Kerbal, and over to Kerbin. It's a direct connection to the Space Center. It's a bounce signal through relay, 97%. Our signal strength is 49% over here. So interesting. Now, where is, here it is, Laythe's Polar 1. We're going to switch to that real quick. This was the ship that brought the rover to where it is now. It is in a 90,000 meter polar orbit. It is, let's see. Me trying to change, yeah, there we go. See, there's Jewel. It's going across the planet how? How is it going across the planet? Oh, we still have the maneuver node. We don't need the maneuver node. So it is falling toward the South Pole at the moment. Falling toward the South Pole. Degrassi, see? Oh my gosh, they've changed the names. Degrassi. Degrasse. Oh my gosh. Is there two C's on here? That is unexpected. I had no idea. I thought the entire thing was called the Sagean Sea. And this is called the Degrasse Sea. Neil deGrasse Tyson, probably. Oh my gosh. That's kind of cool. Did not know that. What was this? We put a shores. Oh yeah. So here the ship is. Oh, then we might be able to do some experiments. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Can we do log temperature? No, we need to do the scan. We need to do the gravioli. There it is. Laythe's Degrasse Sea. The sensor scans the gravity of Laythe and hints at a diverse terrain under the water. A diverse terrain under the water. Let's send that data back. It's using the Communicatron 88. Using this big one. I've got the gravity, or I've got the data for that one as well, how much electric charge it'll use. It sends it quicker, so I think it used less battery. Are we facing the sun to get the most out of our... And now we're back over the Sagean Sea. Oh my goodness. That I never even saw that there was a Degrasse Sea here. We're coming up over land or something. We are going to fly over this land. We better get ready again for another... That's barometric pressure. Here we go. We're going to pin it right here. Let's pin it over here so it's not in the way. Yeah, we're definitely going to fly over that. Curve net. Refresh. Here it comes. We'll get ready to log some data if it's not, the seas or the shore. That would be a good place to hit right there too. This is the southern hemisphere. What's it going to be? It says dunes. Probably be shores. Is there any peaks? Nope, just dunes. So we'll try both. We'll try to get it when we're over the shores. And over the dunes. I think we've got both of them. Almost there, right when it crosses the middle here. I'm going to watch up here to see when it changes. Shallows, log it. Send it. We don't have the... Oh! And the dunes. So we're going to have to build back up our battery packs before we could send that. Oh, that hurt. Never even thought about it. We have no electric charge at the moment, but it is building back up. So. That hurt. Here we go under the planet. Wow, the Aurora Borealis is really kicking off there. We're going to have to wait till we get all this battery back. and he can't do it in this without sunlight. What are you all? You're on 81. You're on 81. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the sun? There, 99 exposure on those. These are 93. Facing directly at the sun right there. Getting the most battery charge we can, but we are very far off. It's probably going to take a couple of orbits to oh, out there's a planet. A moon. Moon of Jewel. Not sure which one. Probably Val. Oh, I can't believe we missed the Titan. We still have it. We can transfer it to here. Container. Collect all. Yes. That way we can run this again if we're over top of the dunes or something, or maybe the poles. We've already got that one. Poles again, we've already got it. Going under the planet, across the day-night terminator, over the poles, over the Sagean Sea. Oh well, we'll have to come back to that one. There's our bounce, our communication, bouncing off Joule satellite network link. Look how strong that one is compared to the rover. But let's go back. We are way out here. We want to go to Ike. Ike is a moon of Duna. Here's Duna. We go to Ike. Ike base. Yeah, we can switch to the Ike base. Essentially, we're just going to send some data home to Kerbin and fulfill a contract. Chatterer seems to be working. This is full, so we are going to send this data back. How's their batteries and everything looking? Whoops. Electric charge 8,000. So we're going to transmit the science, and we should kick off a message up here saying we've completed a contract. It was just, I think, from the surface of Ike, send some science data from the surface of Ike. This ship is just like this mobile base here is just like every other base I put on Minmus, the moon, Duna. Does have a science lab. It has two scientists, sorry, and a pilot. Is there an engineer? Yes, the engineer is here to keep things kind of cool when we convert the ore over into fuel. Now we were on Minmus. This was used. We had a ship land near here. We transferred all the data over. We put the data in this here, this control unit here. And from Minmus, we just fly it over to the ship that had just landed, transfer all the data over, give it a little bit of extra fuel. We could fly back over here. On Minmus, of course, it was much easier. Just RCS back over to here, fill back up with fuel, go back to the ship, fill it up, And it was a pretty good way to do it. I got it down pretty good, just giving it a little bit. Minmus doesn't need much fuel, but the lander would fill back up and then go back and rendezvous with the space station, taking the data with it, and do experiments, from the space station up above Minmus. We also have that situation here. And the landing apparatus I didn't get rid of. When we landed, I didn't jettison it. I left it on here in case we come up to a, dip somewhere else. But we're in the Central Mountain Range on Ike, right here. There's, I don't know what that is. Is that Pallades? I'm not sure. Central Mountain Range. We have planted a flag. This is capable of drilling. We can drill for ore, then we can convert it to fuel. So I think I have sat here and nearly refueled everything. Yeah, I refueled that. I wanted to turn that off so I wouldn't use it if for some reason we needed to launch just to get out of the way of a rock or something. The parachutes are on there simply because this is the same unit that I used going to Duna. It's the same ship, so everything was the same. Let's see. I'm confident. Yeah. Put everything in there. So now we're back to doing more science. We're getting 9 science per day from here. Might be able to review. Can we add you? Nope, that'll make it 800. We just have 1. I thought we had more science experiments on here. Do you have any? No. I guess I don't. But this was my, let's get into who's the driver, who's the pilot. View. This is what she is seeing when she drives. Pictures of home. No, it's pictures of the moon, I guess. Yeah. Kind of personal. What's the note say? Left the emergency slide rule in the bottom right cabinet. Bob Curbin. P.S. I ate all the snacks. Oh. So Bob Curbin. There's another one right here. Stop using bits of metal as fuses. You have spares. Stop using bits of metal as fuses. Anyway, this is Ike Base, roving base. More than likely it was sent close by is another biome, and it has driven from that biome to here and gotten to maybe not. There is the Ike Cygnus rover. He did land on 2 different Jebediah's Dip and Allner's Incline. So we had 2 things going on there. It might be a crater. This was Central Mountains. So I've done a lot out here. We need to get these separated out some more. Here is Duna's extent of communication. Let's get a good look at the communication bounce everywhere to it. We can bounce out to wherever that is, probably Jewel. Let's see if it's Jewel. Oh, nope. It was Kerbin. This is, Kerbin and Duna are on the opposite sides of the solar system. Kerbin, Duna on the opposite sides. Kerbin and Eve are really close right now. And look, Elu is inside the orbit of Jool. Currently we are out at Jool. And here is Elu on the inside. So we could hit Elu. I don't know how long it takes it to go back around. 15 years? I'm not sure. I have no idea. 8 years? How long does it take for Elu to orbit? It is closer. You don't want to go out when it's out here. You want to do it when it's here and get there quicker. We also have Drez. And these are asteroids that were captured around. And here is our system set up for communication. And I think I just have one Drez Explorer and one Polar Low and Polar High. So, and then of course the lander is down there. We have got everything except Elu. We have explored everything except Elu. Well, and the moons of and Moho. Yeah, we've never been to Moho. I ran out of steam going to Moho once, so we didn't get there. Well, anyway, I hope you liked this video. We did our science on Ike. We can get back to the Space Center and see if there's any more. But we got the poles. That was my mission, was to get the poles of Laythe. Get data from Laythe. At least 2. I liked getting 2 biomes. I just didn't. Now I could go down, drive to the water, and well, no, I'm already on the Sagean Sea, so according to that. But we got it from the poles. See if there's anything else. Explore Jool. What does he want us to do? Flying on Jool should not be anything like flying on Kerbin, so you might have better luck there. No, we're not going to be flying on Jool. Position a satellite in a polar orbit of Gilly. Position a satellite in a specific orbit of Kerbin. Probably do that one. Do I have any active right now? No. I just did that other one, so. But here's the available missions. Build a new science data from the surface of Tylo. We could possibly do that with one of those. I don't know. Could I get to? I'd use a lot of fuel. I have 1,500 and something from one of the rocket ships that are out there. I could turn, land, and turn, slow down as I'm coming into Tylo. I don't know how much delta V it takes, but position a satellite in orbit of Paul. Build a new surface outpost on Duna. I don't think so. We've been out at Duna forever. Build a new surface outpost on the moon. Might be interesting. Position a satellite in a specific orbit of the moon. Must be a new unmanned. Build a new unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. Reach the designated orbit around the moon within reasonable deviation. Have a materials bay on the satellite. Yeah, it needs one, but we probably already have a lot of that material data taken care of here. Archives. Jool. Laythe. Gravity scan from just above Laythe's shallows. Yeah, we got to get back out there and send that home when the batteries are charged. So what do we have? Degrassi Sea, shallows. See, that was that one report that I got. I guess we could land in the Degrassi Sea. The shallows, gravity scan. We did a in-space high over. Oh, we could do in-space. No, we can't. 90,000. I think that's low. I'm not sure. Low or high, I can do one of them. I've got enough fuel I can get back up there and do it again. Got all of that. Gravity scan while in space high. Dunes. Yes. Oh, while in space high. Shores. In space just above. Oh, I do. I have to drop my satellite back down. I got to get low. Got to get low. Get low. Get low. I'll do that. Maybe next mission we'll come in. We'll lower our orbit. Go across the planet again. I need to download ScanSat and just edit it out there. What are we on? What are we looking at? Kerbin? Yeah, I want to look at Kerbin. One day we'll get back out there and we'll take the Laythe Polar 1 and put it in a lower orbit, a very low orbit. Right now it's 90. I guess that's considered. I don't know if that's considered low. Oh, we need to get it just above. We need to get just above. So I guess that's right. And we have to dip into the atmosphere. Did we already get the one? Yeah, we need to push these out too. They're getting all screwy. All screwy scientific terms. Anyway, that's it for a little bit here on Joule in the Julian system. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.